Yeah, man, tap in to the max with it. Rex.
I count 6 shots.
Anyway, welcome to the second episode of the Sports Remedy. Really the third if you watched on Monday and you see that video's not up. I deleted it. I didn't like it. Just me being me. If you watched it and you liked it, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. But you know, I'm working. I'm improving on this day by day. So bear with me. But enough of that. We got a lot to get to today. From NBA preseason scoring to a 41-second knockout. So let's get right to it. First order of business, we got to talk about Kyle Lowry giving the Timberwolves 40 the other night. Now, I know it's just preseason, but 40 points is 40 points. No matter what level, postseason, preseason, regular season, high school, church league, it doesn't matter. 40 points is a lot of points. You put that up, you're doing some damage. Lowry, 6 3-pointers, 13 for 18 from the field, and the Raptors won. So I know he's pretty confident going into the regular season, and I know they're confident in him going into the regular season. The Raptors are a team that's, trying to make a playoff push. They got there last year, so hopefully they can push forward in the Eastern Conference that's not really that strong right now. So we'll see what they do, but kudos to Kyle Lowry. The other scoring performance we got to talk about, you ask? Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant, the 93rd best player in the league, according to ESPN. In a game against the international team, the Maccabi Haifa, we're going to call it the Maccabi Haifa team. Yep. He scored 21 points in 18 minutes, hit 4 of his 5 threes, and he looked pretty good. I'm going to speculate and say it was because ESPN ranked him so low. He had to go out there and show him that he still has it. However, in a game against the Kings last night, he got kneed in the calf, and it was ruled he had a calf contusion. But don't worry, Lakers fans. They said he's good, and he'll be ready to go in the next preseason game on Friday. So dry your eyes, Lakers fans. Kobe is good. He's good. Hopefully he stays healthy this season. We can see what a healthy Kobe Bryant and his newly looking Lakers team can do. Now on to a more serious note. And since we're talking about Lakers, former Laker Lamar Odom was found unconscious in a Nevada brothel last night. Now, since then, he's been taken to a hospital, but reports haven't been too well. They're saying he's in a coma right now. He's really fighting for his life, so keep him in your prayers. A lot of people have been showing support through social media, and it was reported that Kobe Bryant left the game early in order to be by Odom's side. So keep him in your prayers. I've heard nothing but good things about Lamar Odom. I hope he can get through this, bounce back, get some help if it's needed, and just really get his life on the right track. A couple coaching changes in college football. If your name was Steve and your school initials were USC, this probably wasn't the best weekend for you. First, Steve Sarkisian, I believe is how you say his name, was fired as the head coach of Southern California. The AD said he wasn't meeting expectations. He's been 12-6 in the past 2 years, but reporters are saying that it's because of his alcohol problem. He's shown up intoxicated to meetings and practices and things like that. So since they said he checked into rehab and hopefully he gets better, we'll have to keep an eye on that situation. Next up, Steve Spurrier. He officially resigned from being South Carolina's football coach on yesterday. One of the greatest to ever do it. His resume speaks for itself, but he said that it was time for him to get out of the way. South Carolina wasn't headed in the right direction, and he wanted to move out of the way and get somebody in there to, turn the program around. He wanted it to be known that he was resigning and not retiring. Said that he might coach at a high school level later on, but he was stepping down as the South Carolina coach. A lot of people have a lot of things to say. They're on each side. Some people are saying, he knows what he's doing. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. So he's trying to move out of the way and help the program. And then others are saying he's quitting on his team. I really don't know where I'm at because, he's Steve Spurrier, the head ball coach. So he has that leeway to step down and say this team is going in the right direction. But some people are saying he's just trying to save his reputation. He's quitting on a team that's 2-4, and they're not as good as he thought they would be. It's a little bit of both, in my opinion. I don't know. It's hard to say. He probably heard some rumblings and about people not liking him, and he was just like, well, I'm out. So who knows? But I do want to give a shout out to my boy Isaiah Johnson representing the 919. He's a safety for South Carolina. He's not from here, but he went to high school here, so he's basically a part of this. So shout out to Isaiah. He's going to be a household name in about 2-3 years. I'm giving him 2-3 years. Safety, South Carolina. He will be a household name. Shout out Isaiah. Speaking of college football coaches, Dabo Swinney has to be my favorite college coach, probably of all time. Clemson is 5-0 right now. They're the number 5 team in the nation, I think. But we're not talking about on the field. No, off the field. Dabo Swinney has the best moves I've ever seen of a college football coach. If you do not believe me, watch this.
I just found my tempo like on DJ Mustard.
Serious? Did y'all see Dabo? All right, the first Clemson player was cool. He hit a pop lock. But Dabo Swinney's pop lock, and then he came up and hit the folk like, Man, if I was in that locker room, I would have lost it. It gets me hyped every single time. I'm going to play it back just so I can get hyped when I watch this again. My favorite coach of all time. Best moves. Clemson probably has the most lit locker room in the nation. And their Vine, I know a lot of people, Vine isn't as popular as it used to be, but their Vine is the best college football Vine in the nation. I'm not a Clemson fan, but I kind of want them to win a national championship just because of Dabo Swinney, because I know he'll pull out some crazy moves if they win a national championship. So, Clemson, I hope you win a championship. Dabo Swinney, you're my favorite football coach ever. Baseball fans, I haven't forgot about you. And if you're a Chicago Cubs fan, it's probably the best news you heard in a long time. It's been a long time coming for the Cubs, but they beat the St. Louis Cardinals last night in order to advance to the National League Championship Series. One more step closer to the World Series, something the team hasn't won since 1908. The team hit 10 home runs throughout the series. Cal Schwarber leading everyone with 3. So I know their fans are excited. This is an exciting time. And get this, the last 3 teams that eliminated the Cardinals from the playoffs went on to win the World Series. So let's hope that they get this done. I'm not a Chicago Cubs fan, but I'm rooting for them just because it's been so long. So Chicago Cubs, good luck for the rest of the way. And lastly, a boxing match that only took 41 seconds. Yep, 41 seconds. Gabriel Bracero versus Danny O'Connor. This was a rematch. The two fought before, Bracero coming out on top. But coming into this match, O'Connor said, you know what, this is a new fight. This really isn't a rematch. I'm a new fighter. But Bracero had something to say about that. He hit him with a right hook around the 41-second mark, and O'Connor was down. He was gone, out of it. Watch this.
Told us yesterday, he said it's not a rematch. How can it be a rematch when it's 2 completely different fighters? And going down, Bracero has put down O'Connor. It's over. The right has finished it.
If you're an O'Connor fan or a family member, that's pretty hard to watch. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I wouldn't box. There's a few reasons why I wouldn't box. First of all, I don't even like getting hit in the face, so I'm taken out of the boxing category already. Second of all, I don't want to get embarrassed like that. No, I don't want to get embarrassed. You just laying there not knowing what's going on. And people start to, lose respect for you. it's just the truth. And then third, I'm not training for 4, 5, 6 months, however long we're going to train for a fight. And then it end like that. 41 seconds, I trained 6 months to fight for 41 seconds. And I lose? Nah, man. I can't be doing that. That's a tough pill to swallow. O'Connor, I hope he got up fine, everything's good, and he can get another fight and get his feet back over and redeem himself, because that was pretty bad. And that's a wrap. That's the end of the second episode. If you have anything to say, put them in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it, show your grandma, your mama, your uncle, your aunt. Just show everybody. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Looking for contact from Jermaine O'Neal, got a piece of it.